Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Whew, it's been a while, I feel like, since I've sat down and played with makeup and talked, and there's a lot to talk about, so we're just gonna jump into it. I'm probably not going to talk too much about the products I'm using because I am going to be talking so much. So yeah, we're going to get into it. So for those of you who maybe are not friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, we announced that we are expecting baby number 4, and I have a lot of things to say about it that I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me prime my eyelids real quick. Sometimes I find it hard to talk and focus at the same time. So, as of today, and granted, I have not had an official ultrasound. I've gone to the doctor, but right now we're just basing everything off my last period. So based off of that, I am 9 weeks. So I know, yeah, it's a little early to have announced, but it is what it is. Yeah, so let's just start with, the beginning, how I found out. Oh, I don't even know if I want to mention this because I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, just for being honest. There was miscalculation on my part, period math. I miscalculated my ovulation, and that's kind of how that happened. Now, I haven't been on birth control since April. I lost my insurance for quite some time. I just haven't been able to afford it. I recently got it back. I just hadn't been to the doctor yet. So yeah, not to say it was my fault, but it was my miscalculation. Granted, he still could have said, let's be safe, and we didn't. And not to like give out way too much information for those who like know me like in person. My sex drive has been super low lately, especially when I'm depressed. It comes and goes, but lately it's been low. We had sex one time last month. Yeah, so that leads into my initial feeling when I found out I was pregnant. I felt nothing but absolute guilt. And don't get me wrong, I still kind of feel that still. Because I found out I was like 5 or so weeks. Maybe I've known for like 3 or 4 weeks now. I found out, like, I got a positive test at home, I think the day after Halloween. So it's been like 3 weeks, give or take, that I've known. And yeah, the very first thing I felt was pure shame and guilt because, wow, I should start playing with makeup. I know a lot of women in my life, a lot of women I'm very close to and that I love, who either struggled really hard to get pregnant or are struggling. So I felt so much shame that here I am by a mistake, miscalculation, stupidity, whatever, that I got pregnant. And I felt shame for that. And then I felt shame because I know now wasn't the time for us. We did want to have one more, but it was going to be 2 or 3 years down the road. So yeah, it was stupid, and I know people are going to be like, well, what did you expect? But it's the truth, and I'm trying to be transparent, but I didn't want to tell anybody. I just felt so bad that all these women I know, it sucks. Now don't get me wrong, now I'm very excited and grateful, and this will be our last, I promise you that. I think Alex is gonna get a vasectomy, thank God. And I finally did not decide because the guilt was still there. I still feel really bad. that it just happened. But, you know, on the other side of the token, it's not my fault that these other women struggle, and I feel so bad for them, but it's not my fault that they're struggling. But then at the same time, it's like, well, here I am just like shoving it in people's faces that I can get pregnant. It just sucks, you know. But yeah, at this point we're embracing it. And I'm happy. But like I said, it will definitely be our last. But the timing could not have been worse. Now, those of you who know us personally, like, for the most part, we do live paycheck to paycheck. Alex works for the post office. His hours vary significantly. But here lately, we've been doing pretty good. Like, we don't have, like, a massive savings account or anything like that, but things were getting better. And I swear to God, every time that happens, shit goes down. It's been 2 weeks now. I think, sorry, I can't remember dates exactly. 2 weeks since Alex was in an accident while working. Really damaged our van, which is our only mode of transportation, and it's his livelihood. He uses it for work. And there was just a lot of shit that came with that accident from work. We found out that, you know, our insurance had lapsed, which was our fault. But regardless of that, we found out that even if it was current at the time, they told us they wouldn't cover him while he's working. We did not know that. The post office never told him that he needed a specific kind of insurance or he needed to go to a specific company. It is what it is. We're taking care of it. But things are a struggle right now because he missed almost 2 entire weeks of work, which if you do live paycheck to paycheck, even if all your bills are paid and you're doing fine, missing 1 check is like detrimental. So that's been fun. So yeah, that stress, like that happened like a week after I found out. It's really bad timing. It just is. I wanted to wait until the girls were older, Jen definitely in school, until Charlie was in like preschool, maybe in kindergarten, until I lost the weight, until just a lot of things. But here we are. So anyways, I went to like an intake appointment like a few days or like a week after I had gotten my positive at home. And the urine test at the doctor's office was negative. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm crazy. They did blood work, told me I was pregnant, which I knew. I finally did an official intake, and I have my first appointment on the 4th. Like at my doctor's office, they don't have like a high-tech ultrasound machine. They send you to like the hospital for that. But they do have like a basic ultrasound machine, so they might do that at this appointment. I'm not sure. They didn't have it when I was pregnant with Genevieve, but they did with Charlie. I remember I got 1 ultrasound in my doctor's office with her, and it was very early. So I'm hoping they do that this time. But yeah, so as of right now, my due date would be June 29th. So, you know, another summer baby. EJ is my other summer baby. So we got 2 winter babies and then a summer. So I'm hoping this one's also a boy since EJ is my summer baby. And he's basically threatened to move out if it's another girl. So we're really hoping for a boy. Just to round us out, you know, just to round us out. Of course, either way, we'll be happy. But yeah. I am right now using the conspiracy palette. If you're curious, I'm kind of doing this, and I think I'm going to go into the So Jaded palette as well. I don't have any particular look in mind. Okay, so obviously I'm very, very overweight. Now I did not cause any issues in my first 2 pregnancies. Now with Charlie, I did end up having gestational diabetes. Like, it was very, not, I don't want to say minimal. It wasn't, I didn't have to be like on insulin or anything. My numbers after 8 were fine. It's just my fasting number was like a little high. So I took a low dose of metformin, and everything was fine. And I'm not saying it was because I'm overweight, because there are women who are at a healthy weight who get it. But being overweight does make you more likely. So I'm really hoping this time I'm not. Now with Charlie, I stayed keto on and off throughout my pregnancy. I did end up losing 10 pounds during that pregnancy. Now, I wasn't like actively dieting. I was just making better. I don't want to gain weight. And I hate saying that because people are going to be like, you can't lose weight while you're pregnant. No, but if I make healthier choices, up my water intake, stay away from empty calories like sodas and sugars and things like that. If I just make better choices, I'm going to naturally lose a little bit because I am so big. So I'm hoping to keep my weight down this pregnancy. Like, I'm not aiming to lose a specific amount. I'm just aiming to not gain weight. Maintaining would be great. A little loss would be even better, like I said, like I was with Charlie. But we'll see. I know my doctor knows I know, because I hate when like it's a doctor who doesn't know me and they're like, well, you know, we don't want you to gain more than, and it's like, I know. This is not my first rodeo. It's not my second. It's not my third. I've been overweight for every single pregnancy. I'm actually, when I went to the doctor, I will admit I gained 7 pounds between the time, like I got down to my most recent low with Weight Watchers like a month ago, like right before we found out I was pregnant. And then we found out I was pregnant, and then the accident happened, and I've been stress eating. So I've gained like 7 pounds. So I'm currently at the same weight I was when I started my pregnancy with Charlie. So I'm hoping to get that under control. Like I said, the last few weeks I've been stress eating. Like, there's no other way to word it. I have been. I'm trying really hard to get under control. We have Thanksgiving, 2 Thanksgivings this Thursday, but I don't really overindulge at Thanksgiving. I feel like no more than I would on a normal day, except for maybe some like dessert that I don't normally have. So I'm going to try to keep that under control to the best of my ability, because I just want to be as healthy as I can. Like, I am bummed because, you know, I wanted to be at a healthy weight for my last pregnancy. That was the goal. But here we are. I didn't plan on telling anybody. Like, I mean, obviously this baby was not planned, but I didn't really plan on telling people that it's because I'm stupid and like miscalculated stuff. But it is, if I'm just being honest. So yeah, I'm sure people have their opinions, but opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. I have so many YouTube videos to catch up when I'm done. Right before I decided to film, Allie Glines just uploaded, Robbie D. Christie, Taylor Wynn, formerly known as the Taylor, uploaded, Kathleen uploaded. So many to watch, which is probably how I will end my night. I don't know what I'm doing with this look, guys. I don't know. I am excited to start doing some holiday looks soon with both my So Jaded palette, and there's some shades in the Conspiracy palette that I think would be pretty. Still, I'm gonna take the shade Just a Theory because I have not used it, but it looks like it'll go with this eye look. Oh wow. Whatever, we're going with a really basic warm tone look today, apparently. So. Anyways, so from now until indefinitely for a while, I do not have any plans to buy any new makeup, so you will not be seeing anything new on my channel unless someone like buys me something or I get like a gift card or something crazy. Like I said, there's a new baby coming, so we have like some big purchases obviously we need to be making soon. We need to buy another vehicle. One, because we need another one, and two, because the one we have, like, it's working now, but I don't know how long it's gonna hold up. So I'm gonna give this e.l.f. putty primer another chance. I don't get the hype. Maybe it's me. I just don't understand. Maybe I should just press it into the skin. I just don't get what everyone... Like, if the Tatcha one is anything like this, I'm so glad. How did that happen? Anyways, if the Tatcha one is anything like this, I'm so glad I didn't. Not that I would have spent, because that's a lot of money. Like, that Conspiracy palette's probably the most I've ever spent on one makeup item, and it's a palette. I can't imagine spending, what is it, $54 for primer? I can't even. I think my forever favorite right now is still the Revlon Pore Reducing. Like, this one, I don't know. I don't get it. Just don't. No, this is way too dark. I really do like it. It's the It Cosmetics CC cream, but it's super dark. I'll mix it with a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible. This is still going to be too dark, but way too dark. We're going to do it anyways. Whatever. We're doing it. And I'm just taking this very, very large. This is the Face and Body Real Technique sponge, which I did wash it, but it's stained. Oh, wow, that shade, it's just so dark. It's just so dark. I don't even know what concealer to use because most of my concealers are super, super light. I'm going to put a little bit of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the shade Light Sand. I think we'll just use this. This is probably my darkest concealer. And I'm trying not to go too heavy because this is a very full coverage concealer for drugstore. Alright, we are going to finish up the face. I know that I've been just really random in this video for no reason other than to play with makeup. But you're watching it, so. Alright. Go ahead and bronze. I don't use this bronzer very often. It's Milani Baked bronzer. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I did finally hit pan just a little bit. Just in one little bitty spot on my Physicians Formula bronzer. You can barely see it. Oh, look at that. It hit pan. It's the first bronzer I ever bought. Is it expired? Possibly. Oh, I'm going to use this Milani bronzer today, though. Just for shits and giggles. Go ahead and use the mirror on this too. I like that actually. It's much more subtle, which sometimes I go too heavy-handed and then it's like, and you can't really undo it. Just a tiny bit more on my right side. I know I was so talkative in the beginning and now I'm like talking about the makeup. Boring, I know. I want to film more. I know it shouldn't be about the views. I know it's like, well, what do I expect? I'm no one. I don't know. Maybe I need to branch out more. Maybe I should just fucking do it because I like to do it. Which is what I've been doing this entire... By the way, a few days ago, my channel turned a year old. So, I am not where I quite wanted to be by the end of this year. I wanted to hit 200 subscribers and I'm not there, but it's okay. It's alright. But not in my defense, but in the defense of that, I haven't been consistent with uploading, so it's my fault. Don't know how much that would have helped, but I'm sure it would help some. I'll try to be more consistent, do like baby updates and stuff, if anyone cares. Some more stuff with the kids. I don't know, EJ's been trying to convince me to start a separate like family channel. That way this one can be more so like makeup and like maybe my pregnancy, weight loss, that kind of stuff. And then do like a separate channel for like vlogs and stuff with the kids. So we might do that. I don't know. All right, let's move on to blush. I'm gonna go with Bare Peach just because I'm feeling it. Looking into my phone so I can't really see. And with the new Jaclyn Hill highlighters that were released, which I'm not getting because, like I said, I'm not buying makeup. I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild loose highlighter because I was watching someone's video recently and they mentioned how they like it, which a couple other people have, but they like re-mentioned it. And I can't think of who it was. Don't remember. But this is the shade I'm So Lit. Whew, she's pretty. Like really pretty. It is a little glittery. Nothing crazy. So pretty. Can put a touch on the nose. I don't know how anyone could go through one of these unless it was their only highlight and they used it every single day. Like, all I did was take the excess off the lid and like, it's full. Like, I don't understand. Like I didn't even touch anything in the, I don't even know, and it's so pretty. I don't understand. All right, the most indecisive part of me is lip color. I don't even want to bother with a liquid lip because it's nighttime. I'm just gonna grab a bowl of lipstick. Please excuse how my lips look because they're not exfoliated, so they look like bullshit. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If I can find how to put the cap back on. I just wanted to sit down and play with makeup and just get some stuff off my chest. Yeah, hopefully the next video will be a little more lighthearted. Maybe I will do another look with Conspiracy palette. Maybe some more looks with my So Jaded palette, even though Charlie destroyed some colors. But there's plenty there still. I think right now that is my favorite palette. Like, I love that. Anyways, I do want to do some holiday looks. Maybe I'll do like a challenge of some kind. Maybe I'll do like a week of holiday glam or something. Maybe I'll have someone join me. Heather, maybe? I don't know. Maybe not a week. Is that too much? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button before you leave. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.